Okay guys, today is the morning of day 10. Sorry, I had to look. I just got out of the shower, so yesterday was rough. I actually had the chicken broth for dinner, which did not agree with me. I'll get into that in a second. However, I had a spoon in my hand and I pointed at my husband's face and I said, I just want one damn saltine cracker in my bowl. I was pretty yeah. So he just kind of said, I know honey, but you can't have it. I didn't put one in my soup, my broth. It's not soup, it's broth, it's bone broth. Because I'm on a clear liquid diet, so I can't have any like noodles or anything. We're not going to talk about food. So as you can tell, yesterday was rough on me for food, and it was more of a head thing than it was a stomach thing. My stomach did not actually hurt or quote-unquote crave food. It wasn't like my body was saying, hey, you have to feed me. It was my brain going, hey, look, lady, you've been not having anything solid in your stomach for well over a week. We need something solid. I think they're referring to that as the quote-unquote fat brain. We'll see how all that shit plays out. Anyways, yeah, the bone broth, and I've had it before. It's not the first time that I've had this particular broth that you put in the Keurig. However, last night, for whatever reason, I had the hiccup super, super, super bad. And then got really gassy all of a sudden, and then I ended up in the bathroom. And I was like, what the French toast? Like, seriously. Couldn't quite figure out what that was all about, because like I said, I've had that bone broth before. But I'm happy because this morning I woke up and did the weigh-in at 305.8, so I've lost a total of 15 pounds exactly on the pre-op liquid diet. So today I am just going to stick with the protein shakes and water and just do with that, because last night was not fun. I've never heard of that happening. I don't know if maybe just my stomach was upset, or I don't know what the deal was. But tomorrow night is my shot night for my Avonex, because I have MS. And that's the last shot I get for 2 weeks. Per the doctors, I'm not a doctor, but my neurologist, 6 of my specialists all agreed that I would do the shot 4 days before surgery, which puts me on Friday. Surgery is Tuesday. They wanted 3 solid days, because sometimes for 24 to 48 hours, I get flu-like symptoms and I might run a mild fever. And of course, as you guys know, you have a fever, they won't do surgery. So I'm just going to make sure that, you know, that's the side effects of the shot are taken care of. So, let's see here. I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. But at any rate, well, it could have also been because they upped me to 2 of those Flintstone vitamins. Yeah, these are weird. Sorry. They have you taking these children's Flintstone vitamins with iron in it. And apparently the ones that I have aren't the extra iron ones. So I have to take 2. So that might also be why. But they had me do that Tuesday, Wednesday. No, it had to have been the broth. I don't know why, because it hit me within an hour. It was through my system. And since I have my gallbladder out, that tends to happen if I eat something that doesn't sit right with me. There is no downtime. It's like, I'm going to know within an hour if it's not sitting right with me. So, yeah. So I got to go to the grocery store today, because when James and I went, that's my husband, when we went and got the turkey, smallest turkey I've ever bought in my entire life, because it's just going to be my husband and my 2 boys. So it's like 9.9 pounds or something. It's just shy of 10 pounds. But I forgot the stuffing because I am not cooking jack. I am on a liquid diet. Following surgery, I'll be, I think that's 1 week and like 2 days or something like that after surgery. Yeah. So I won't even be able to get to have mashed potatoes or anything. Not that mashed potatoes are good for you. And, oh gosh. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to make those anyways. But, he is also, oh shoot, we forgot the TV dinners too. He wanted TV dinners, turkey TV dinners, in case he screws up the turkey. I think this will be the first year that he cooks the bird. Might be a new tradition. I might get away with that. We'll see. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good other than that. Yesterday I realized trigger point for me is boredom. I got bored yesterday, and that's when my brain started going, oh, let's, you know, food, hand to mouth type of thing. So I realized that it's not good for me during the liquid phase to get bored. I've already done a lot of the cleaning in the house and that kind of thing. I've already went through my closets. I even cleaned the bathrooms. I'm working on my craft room. The problem that I have right now, though, is that I just got a cheap $20 chair in there. And if I sit in that chair too long, my sciatic acts up really, really bad. I even got one of those special seat cushions to go on it, you know. So I'm hoping that, you know, just a little bit at a time, I'll just do half an hour to an hour and then back. So I've been doing a lot of busy work. I'm trying to stay busy. Today I get to take my nephew to the grocery store, so that'll give me an out and about, out of the house, away from food. Well, I'm going to the grocery store, that's not true, but anyways, it gives me something to do so I'm not bored. So hopefully today will be better than yesterday. I just have to try not to be bored, because if I have nothing to do and I'm bored, I apparently eat. So that was a big aha moment for me yesterday. I was pretty shocked about it, actually. I was like, honey, it's not a stomach thing. My stomach isn't in pain. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't, you know, do all this stuff. Sorry, I have to drink. That'll happen often, apparently, after surgery, too. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll just see how everything plays out. So I'm super happy. Like I said, 15 pounds down on the liquid diet. What does that put me at? I don't know. I know it's more than 35 pounds total. It's probably 36 pounds total, somewhere in there, 35, 36. Since the official weigh-in at the 340 mark in April. I have a mental dilemma going on right now. I know that a lot of people will do their highest weight ever, which mine was just shy of 350. It was like 347, but that was a couple years ago. So my husband says, no, Teresa, you can't use that weight. You have to use the 339.9. I'm just calling it 340. The 340 that the Metabolic Center chalked me down at for the first time. Because that was my highest weight for this last calendar year. So I go, excuse me, I go, okay, so instead of doing total overall weight from, you know, I know it's only 7 pounds, but, you know, I don't know. I guess some people 2 years previously, you know, and it's like a 65-pound loss or a 50-pound loss that they've lost over 4 years, and they want to count that towards this. Not saying that's a bad thing, not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying right now I'm mentally having this debate in my mind on whether I go with my highest weight ever, or if I go with my starting weight being the amount that was in there. I did pull medical records from 2001, and I found out, so that was 16 years ago, I was 275. So I've always been overweight, and I'm kind of looking forward to not always being the fat girl. So we'll see how it all plays out. But so far, knock on wood, everything's going good. Just that aha moment yesterday, and I'm like, okay, Teresa cannot be bored. So I guess we'll find stuff to do. And Hell's Kitchen. I love watching Hell's Kitchen. Sorry, but that's a trigger for me too. For whatever dumb reason, when they're making food and they'll say something and then my brain goes, oh my God, I like that food. And then I'll want to go make that food. I noticed it before I even started the pre-liquid diet. So I make sure that if I'm watching, because we record it and then watch it back, DVR it or whatever, I make sure that it's like while I'm having lunch or while I'm having dinner, so that I'm already eating, but I'm eating my protein shake. So that's how I'm kind of countering that one. I'm trying to think of any other like trigger points that I've noticed. Not really. Yesterday I was really irritable though, and it was totally a brain thing. Trying to dry my hair out before I go get my nephew. It was totally a brain thing where it was just my brain. You know, my brain was like, hey, blah, 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 you know. But my body really, I didn't have the hunger pains because trust me, the first couple days, I know what hunger pains are. So that's pretty much all I got going on right now. Yeah, so we'll see. Time is ticking down. They moved my surgery date to 9 o'clock in the morning. I know it's going to be difficult for my parents, but at the same time, I think that's going to be better for me so that I don't have, you know, 6 hours to sit here and hem-haw about, oh my God, I'm doing this in a couple hours, or, you know, because when they did the scope, they did the last one where they took the biopsy. I was in there and then we had to wait because all the anesthesiologists were in operating and that kind of stuff already. So I was like an hour late going into the room as it was, and it was already in the afternoon and I couldn't really eat or drink anything. I was like, I'm over this. You know, I wanted to just get up and go. I'm glad I didn't because, you know, realizing, because Barrett's is it can be a pretty serious thing because it can lead to esophageal cancer and that sort of stuff. And I do actually have the Barrett's tissues. It's not just, oh, you just got a little bit of stuff. No, I do have Barrett's. Right now, it's non-cancerous, but it could form cancer in the next 3 to 5 years. So I want to make sure we do the gastric bypass to prevent all that stuff from coming up. But I was ready to go. I was like, honey, I'm done. I'm over this shit. Let's go. I just, you know, it seems to tend with me if I get up in the morning and go and it's like, yep, let's just do this. Let's go and, you know, get it over with. But the later in the day that any procedure that I have is more of my brain messing with me, you know, having those doubts and that kind of stuff. And I know that that's normal with this procedure. I don't have doubts that I have to have the procedure at all. It's more or less, I just, you know, surgery is not my biggest thing. I've already had a few surgeries, obviously, in my life. I don't know, I just, it's complicated in a way, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, my husband thinks every time I say, oh, God, honey, I don't know about this, da, da, da. He thinks that I'm going to back out of the surgery, and it's like, no, I'm not backing out of the surgery. I'm just going over in my brain trying to mentally, you know, be good. I got to be good with this, you know, even if I have a complication, I have to be good with it. I have to say, well, this complication's better than cancer, or, you know, this complication is better than my MS getting worse. You know, this complication is better than me having diabetes and, you know, losing a foot or a limb or, you know, all the, you know, stuff that comes with diabetes. So I just have to, I know that it's the right thing for me to do. I know that it's needed, and I'm one of those weird people. It's 50-50. I'm partially glad that I have to have it because then it'll make me do it. But at the same time, I want it. Like, I'm starting to get, you know, excited about losing weight and being in a smaller size because I've already fit into some smaller sizes. Yet this shirt is actually like, I don't know if you can tell that. And this shirt used to be, you know, it was a little bit, it was comfortable on me. It wasn't super loose or anything like that. But, ooh, and I did measurements, and I was super excited because I actually lost an inch in my bat wings first week of liquid diet. So I'm crossing my fingers that my bat wings, I know I'm going to have some, but I just hope they won't be super bad. Because I don't really want to go in for surgery on my arms afterwards. We'll just have to see. Been putting lotion on, some shea butter, coconut oil and shea butter lotion, and that kind of stuff. I have eczema, and so my skin dries out really bad. And then I have some new dermatology thing. They said this is with stress. So I'm like, oh, great. So after surgery, if it doesn't start to go away and heal up and stuff like that, they'll more than likely send me to a dermatologist to give me a prescription, something to put on. We'll see. Other than that, I don't really have anything new. I think I've hit my trigger points, I hit my way in. A bird just went flying by. Yeah, the birds are finally back out since we had that big snow. Anyways, that's all I got today. Have a good day, guys.